And the details for the next item are there on screen. 562715. Brand new today at QVC. If you try to buy an electric paint roller, it can be like a minefield out there. There's so much to choose from. $78.60 the QVC price. Ben, I'm delighted to have you back with us.
Morning, how you doing?
You're getting a little bit of a regular feature now on a Sunday morning.
Why not?
Ben, do it yourself. That's your game.
It is. It is. And what's great about, you know, apart from meeting great people like yourself on QVC, we get to play with such lovely gadgets and toys. These are such good products. Today, Jules, we've got the Wagner W3500 Power Roller, which is an electric power roller painting kit.
So for anyone that's thinking about in the next 3 or 4 weeks, and remember it's painting season, if you're thinking about using it and you buy your rollers 15 quid for a little set and throw them away, this is something that you can use year in, year out. Will it save us time? Definitely.
Time and money. I'll tell you something. First of all, Wagner, they've been going for over half a century. Started off in a garden shed. They now distribute their products from over 50 countries worldwide and employ a regular staff base of over 1,500 people. Their products range from hundreds of or tens of thousands of pounds per unit for professional outlets, and they've gone into the domestic market. But I will stress, this is for use not only by DIYers, but even your small professional. Let me tell you why.
Good.
You don't have to put the paint into the product, no decanting at all. You just get this tube here, and it doesn't matter how large or whether it's a 5-litre bucket or a 5-gallon bucket, just put the tube into the bucket of paint, clip this to the side, and that will then draw the paint in to the roller and then along this 4-metre hose. Now, the reason I stress the 4-metre hose...
Bottom of your step ladder.
That's right. And you can just leave the unit still and cover vast areas without going back to the unit. We will demonstrate in just a few seconds. Let me just tell you what else you get for the unit. As we said, the 4-metre hose, easy clean, which I'll get to in a minute. You get the extension pole here, the roller with an extra roller cover there as well, and it's so easy. It just clips in. This is the extension piece here. And it's easy, clean and reusable as well.
Thanks for bayonet fittings.
Great. And you don't have to use it, just a case of how you feel comfortable. If you'd rather the paint roller was right near you, then there it is as well. Just straight in there.
Well, we've sold an awful lot of paint rollers here in the past, not necessarily electric. Let's see this do its thing.
Let's do it. So you just leave the unit there like we said.
Do you still change the viscosity of the paint?
No, you don't have to.
You don't need to?
If you feel that you want to, then you can, but no, most emulsions and all the, will come straight through the machine on their own accord. You just push the button here if you want more paint. Let's just start painting, and you get to fill the roller yourself. Can you see how immediately that's covering the surface without any problem and hardly, no splashing around or anything? See, and you can actually feel that it's easy, and whether you're DIYing or you're in a professional sort of situation, rather than keep going back to the paint can all the time, up and down ladders with your paint trays. Some people use their paint trays, they drop them. It's just, it's not on. Whereas this, you just get on with the job in hand.
So at 78.60, there we can just see. I don't see much splashing taken on there, Ben.
There's hardly any. And the reason for that, Jules, is because the paint is introduced to the roller through the middle of the roller.
And then comes out.
And comes outwards. So it's not like... And sometimes when you're using a paint tray, you'll find that the roller's heavily weighted with paint on one side and you're forever pushing it up and down. Now, you'll notice over here, you just turn it round, obviously, I'm sure I don't have to tell you that, and go straight to the edge. There you go. Another good feature about this machine as well, it's not just the quickness of painting, but it's the cleaning of it as well. We'll do a bit more of that in a minute. Let me just take you back.
Right, I'm looking at a time. That probably took you about, and this is fact, on live TV, that probably took you a minute.
Yeah, it's
so you've covered there 2 square metres in a minute. I know there's a lot of cutting in to be doing and preparation at home, but by that reckoning, I reckon I'd do my front room in a day.
Jules, even if you're a painting company and you employ staff to paint for you, this is going to save you time. You'll get 2 days' work out of one person, not because they're going to work harder, but because they'll have more production.
Sure.
Times are hard. Let's get as much as we can
out of people. Well, it's not going back to a paint tray.
Absolutely not.
What we all tend to do with a normal standard roller, we overload it because we don't want to come back. So the first few, the roller skids and you're spraying yourself, you look like a dappled pony. But with something like this, it's delivering your paint, as Ben so rightly said, from the inside, no splash, it works quickly, and we can only say it works evenly.
It does, for sure. We'll come back to a bit more paint in a minute. I just want to show you the cleaning as well, because a lot of people they sort of look at these things and think, yeah. Now, if you're going to finish your job in a day, all well and good. If you want a break of a few hours, just put it in a poly bag, seal it up to 4 hours, no problem at all. If it's overnight, just put your roller into a bucket of water, leave it there, leave all the paint in the tubes, no problem. Just sprinkle a little bit of water over your paint so it doesn't create a skin on it, a film on it, and nothing that's fine. But when you do finally finish the job, let me show you how quickly it is to clean this product, which is what turns a lot of
Wagner's
people
really
off.
come into.
That's right.
Wagner's really come into their own now.
See?
It's cleaning. We know it's not usually the painting, it's preparation and cleaning time that takes the time.
See? You just fit this hose onto here, which is, you put this onto your universal tap, turn the cold water on.
That goes into a tap, OK? Let's go into a tap.
There's a small switch over here that you can probably see, Jules. Obviously, for painting purposes, you just put it over to paint.
Yeah.
And for cleaning purposes, you just put it over to clean, turn the water on, and it will just flush itself out, clean the hoses and everything, and then when it's finished, let it dry and put it away, ready for the next time to be used.
So it's pretty much self-cleaning. All you have to do is find
because it
a standard tap. Tap.
That's it.
Switch.
Because
keep it plugged in, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it doesn't carry the paint in there, you haven't got to keep taking trays out, wash them, flush them.
Of course.
This is really an electric heart. It pumps the paint through. The paint doesn't actually stay in here. This is an electric heart to push the paint from your paint tin straight into your roller, and then off you go again. Just finish off, you know, the slight little marks that you've got here. It's very, very easy.
And it's only when you press the button
that more paint comes through. You'll feel, you see, that way you can paint at your own speed.
So that 4 metres is an essential, that 4 metre
well,
pipe
yeah, because
there. 4
it saves
metres, 12 feet,
carrying
is it, 50?
So really, we could paint half of this studio. And you mentioned the colour of the shirt. Tell me, does this make me look like the Invisible Man today?
Where
or
have
is
you
it
gone?
not quite?
Oh, there you are, Ben. There you are, indeed.
You know, it's great. I can't say enough for it. Very, very simple, very, very light, reusable, professional or domestic application.
Well, it's not heavy, because we mentioned a few moments ago the fact that the paint doesn't sit in there, it just becomes the heart, as you mentioned. The fact that also, regardless of tin or bucket, it's irrelevant, because that will clip into the tin or bucket to deliver the paint system. You don't have to change the viscosity. Love that word.
Viscosity.
Change. So 78.60 the QVC price. So you don't have to change the thickness of the paint. It'll still work. So in the last minute, what you're going to tell our viewers, they've got... oh, that's my arm cricking. You've got... did you hear that?
What I'm going to say to the viewers is, I've, used a lot of these. I won't present a product that I don't believe in. It's by far the best that I've used.
Yep.
I can take you to the well, but I cannot make you drink.
I like that.
It's amazing. It really is. And I want to point out that you get an extra roller head with it as well.
Question.
You can buy more. In the package inside, you'll get full instructions, of course. It will last you a very long time. A very long time.
No, it's funny, because I come over as this tough do-it-yourself guest, and I went, oh, hurt my arm.
See you very soon.
Yeah, you too, mate. It was like Smithy, if anyone saw the AD of that, Smithy, when he said to Freddie Flintoff, your name's Andrew.